You saw this with this exercises, but a lot of exercises, as they start to learn this stuff, they become kind of overconfident. They begin to anticipate what's next. What am I going to do? Am I going to flex? Am I going to give? Am I going to do this? And so just recognize that. And so a moment ago when we were done, she's kind of dancing and wiggling, and she's like, are you going to ask me to do that? I'm like, I just ignored her. I'm like, no, we're not going to do anything. Just stand there. And then finally she's stopped and she's relaxed. And I'll give her a rub and let her know that she made a good decision. But I wouldn't, like in the middle of that dancing and moving around, I wouldn't just jump to the next thing. I really want to make sure she's good, quiet, relaxed, and grounded before we go to the next exercise. So take your time as you're working with the tipping, the bending, and the flexing. And then the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to do what we call vertical flexion. And that's pretty simple. With vertical flexion, what I'm looking for, it's like she can speak English, she knows what I'm about to do. What I'm looking for is I'm asking her to give to this downward pressure and drop her head. And I like to start with just light pressure, and the moment she gives, I release. Now, she likes to have her head and that nose in the dirt, so I really want her, I want to wait, and I want her to give to me, not just her wanting to give. And that's a good problem to have when I want to put that head low on their own. I'm gonna hold pressure. There, and I release. So again, I want a true give. So at first she was giving, but I was pulling her down. Now she gave where she went down on her own. You see the difference there? I don't want to just pull her down. Okay, that's good. We want to get there, but I want to just start, and then she takes over and she commits to the movement there where she's giving on her own. And that's what we're looking at when we're talking about vertical pressure. I like to start with just getting her to drop that nose. Okay, so there. Okay, so once she's dropping that nose consistently, then I'm going to refine this a little bit, where I pick up on the knot and I actually just kind of pick up on it instead of down, and I want her to kind of flex down like that. Okay, so first want to make sure that she's dropping that nose there. Okay, good girl. Then once she's dropping that nose consistently, I want to be able to rock this knot kind of back up towards her throat latch here. Okay, just gently rocking, and I'm holding pressure upwards there, and I'll release the pressure when she gives. I'm gonna ask again. I'm gonna hold there. Good girl. So all of these exercises are about developing softness on the ground, so that when you get under saddle with your horse, your pony isn't resisting you. They're not fighting you, because it's the first time that you ever used rein pressure on them. All these exercises that we're doing under halter, you should also be doing once you get to the point where you're bridling up your horse. You can do these same exercises with the bridle. And what you'll do is you'll just kind of take where the two reins come together, and that'll essentially be your knot, right? The one rein on this side is what you'll use for your lateral motion, other rein on the other side to do the other direction. And what you're doing is you're really just gradually creating more softness, more understanding with your horse, so that when you ask them to do things under saddle, they're a part of the process. They're not fighting you, they're willingly going where you lead and direct them to go.